South central Wisconsin is in the national political spotlight yet again. Just a day after she flew out of Madison, Vice President Harris returned for a rally in Janesville. Ashley Wheel is there live now. Ashley, what is the Vice President's message today?
Yeah, here at IBEW in Janesville, Vice President Kamala Harris spoke to union workers, emphasizing that she is going to support the working class. We are having some technical difficulties, but with only 4 days left until the election, Harris is continuing to campaign heavily in swing states, and she's going to continue with more events in Appleton and in Milwaukee later tonight. But the energy at tonight's event was electric. Fans of Harris were cheering her on, and she was continuing to support her message that she is going to support union workers and support the middle class. For now, live in Janesville, Ashley Wheel, WMTV 15 News.
And